Hello students. Today we want to discuss how to write an abstract. Abstract is very important for any research work. The reason is 100% readers read title and almost majority reads almost more than 50% people read abstract. If abstract is interesting and beneficial, they read the whole thesis or whole work. And if there is that abstract is boring or less appealing, people refrain from it, people do not read it. So your abstract must be catchy, full of information, so that readers should be persuaded to read your work. What is the meaning of abstract? A summary of the contents of a book, article, or speech that is called abstract. Abstract is a brief summary, executive summary. Abstract word has been taken from Latin abstractus. Its meaning is to draw away, to take something from something. It means this abstract has been taken from the whole book or from the whole article. Okay. The purpose of abstract is that it is an executive summary for executives, for uh, academia. It gives an overall idea to the readers. And when you send your research paper to journals, journal editors reads the abstract and decides whether your paper should be published or not. Or when a reader reads your abstract, reader decides whether the reader should read your work or not. When you send your abstract for conference organizing committee decides whether your work should be included or excluded. So abstract is very important. After title, abstract is the most important thing. Question is how to write abstract through moves. Moves mean how should we move forward? Different theorists have presented different moves procedures. If you are writing a research paper, usually 250 words, abstract is enough. Some use simple past tense and some use simple present tense. It has 5 moves. First of all, there should be introduction. You establish the context of the paper or thesis and motivate the research that why is your research important and significant. You mention the key investigation, that what is your main research question, which thing has motivated you to conduct this study. Purpose, the purpose of this research. Are you comparing some tools? Are you analyzing big data? Or is it a review paper? Method, which method have been applied to this study? Does it have qualitative or quantitative study? Which theory has been applied, or which data has been used in this study? Product, what's the end result of this study? It indicates results and the main argument. Or what's the final solution? What have you found? Or the problem which you have mentioned in the beginning, are you able to resolve that issue or are you able to solve that problem? Conclusion, points to applications or wider implications. Implications mean where your work will be implemented. Will your work be implemented on readers, on teachers, or on some other person? And scope of paper, findings, conclusion, implications, and newness. Newness is very important. Novelty of research attracts people. If you are following the old, obsolete, rutted path, people will not be convinced to study your work. There must be some novelty, some new aspect. and that's why people should be attracted towards it. Keywords. While we are writing abstract for research papers, we must add 5 keywords. And if we are writing a thesis, there is no need to write keywords because universities have their different format and research papers have their different format. You must be familiar with the word SEO, search engine optimization. The keywords which you have mentioned, they must be present in your research paper frequently. Those keywords must be present in your abstract because data and research papers are searched with the help of keywords. I share with you sample abstract. This abstract is of my PhD study. First of all, you will give the heading of abstract in the center, all caps lock. Then thesis title, Unveiling Knowledge Patterns in Intermediate English Textbooks Through Beyond Text Mining Tools, a Digital Humanities Study. Then your abstract will start. The contemporary digital era faces the challenge of extracting knowledge patterns from big diversified data, which are difficult to read with the traditional close reading method. Likewise, traditional paper textbooks are considered inadaptable and less appealing, so their reading becomes uninteresting, time consuming, and less knowledge investigative. This dissertation on text mining primarily aims to discover interactive knowledge patterns, innovative and idiosyncratic knowledge bearing dimensions through distant reading. To address the research problem, intermediate English textbooks have been analyzed with 5 beyond tools: summary, cirrus, phrases, links, and context. The main focus of the analysis is the transformation of static traditional Pakistani intermediate English textbooks into interactive data visuals of summary, cirrus, phrases, links, and context. Theoretical triangulation integrates knowledge discovery theory and hermeneutica theory. Accordingly, the textbooks have been analyzed with mixed methods to explore new interactive knowledge patterns. Results have been displayed in the form of data visualization, tabular, qualitative, and quantitative data. The current research finds that summary tool, here major findings are going to be discussed. This is the most important section of your abstract. The current research finds that summary tool precisely quantifies stylometric features of total words, unique words, vocabulary density, average sentence length, and the most frequent themes in each piece of writing. Cirrus discovers most of the key themes and characters. Phrases tool extracts 168 collocation patterns, which are the most repeated standard collocation patterns. It was also found that links tool interrelates almost all key ideas with one another through accurate knowledge graphs. Furthermore, context tool disambiguates word sense by discriminating their context, contextual meanings, and parts of speech. The current study contributes by resolving the research problem, saving time with distant reading, and adding aesthetic appeal for beyond users. Finally, pedagogical implications of the current study introduce autonomous learning and teaching of textbooks, corpus building, visual generation, interesting knowledge pattern discovery, and the data unification for libraries. Moreover, the current study also diverts students, teachers, and publishers to digital text mined learning, teaching, and publishing. In the end, you find implications that who will get benefit: students, teachers, and publishers. They will get benefit. The word the current study contributes, it is showing the contribution. So after findings you will mention the contribution, then implication. Here you can easily see that there are the triangulation of knowledge discovery theory has been mentioned. Research method has been discussed. Mixed method have been found. So everything has been included in this abstract. I will share another Thomas and Reuters uh, abstract. The influence of globalization on museology. This paper considers the condition of Hungarian museums in the light of some positive and negative effects of globalization. It argues that there is a tendency among some museums to abandon the collecting and exhibiting museal documents, representing a risk to the future of material evidence. Here, look at the problem has been discussed first. This may occur in nations where museums are still engaged in the uncritical propagation of local ideology, though museums may also continue to collect, if not exhibit, banned material. In the globalizing environment of homogenizing culture, museums can strengthen local culture and even enhance the consciousness of humanity as a species. Keywords: Americanization, globalization, Hungary, and museology. So, uh, this is this abstract has been published in a renowned journal. So, I have shared with you two samples, and I discussed with you how to write it. Even then, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Best wishes.